Back once again for the renegade master. 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 Back once again for the renegade master.
Hello my renegades and welcome back, and we are getting into Love is Blind UK season 1. We are now on episode 3. He's here for the fame. Yeah, so do you know what? All I can say is it's got to be a hint. It's got to be desperation. Like, seriously, to literally shut down your warning signs and make a decision that you know is going to be bog standard bollocks and shit, and still make that decision. Like, even after all the warning signs from other people, and you still continue to make the same decision. But we'll get into this episode and talk about it in a bit. But before that, as I always ask, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification button so you know I'm doing videos. Please comment, like, share all the good things that you do, because I am on the road to 1k. Now let's get into this episode, because it left off from the last episode where Benaiah is talking to Nicole about the situation with Sam, and how they do not believe that he has come there to genuinely find love, to genuinely meet somebody. He is literally there to promote himself. So I'm just like, why does Nicole not think why Jasmine ran away from this man? Nicole literally has fallen for the chat of Sam, and the only reason why I think Nicole has given this man the time of day is because he is telling her what she wants to hear, which is what she wanted from Benaiah. And Benaiah ended up telling her the truth of how he felt. She asked the question, he told her the truth. I'd rather hear the raw truth than someone trying to mess with my emotional well-being and feelings by telling me something they think I want to hear, because it doesn't stand true. How Sam is behaving is not going to meet who he really is, and that will come out very, very soon, because Sam, from what I've seen of him, is a spiteful little shit. Let's just put it that way. So Nicole basically doesn't know what to say. So Ben turns around and says, like, they're all questioning his integrity and his motives, and basically thinks that Sam is there for fame. Nicole did have her reservations about Sam in the beginning. At the end of the day, so I don't know why Nicole is feeling so confused about this situation that's happening right now. So Benaiah told her that Nicole needed to go with where she could see her future being. So Benaiah ends up giving her what she wanted, and that was to show her that he was ready. He was ready for this relationship. He was ready to be with her. He cares about her. He wants to be with her, and basically believes that he's falling in love with her at the end of the day. Sam, you see, in the men's part, is basically full of shit. Now he's saying that he's worrying about the date Nicole is having with Ben, because he wants to be picked so bad. Sam wants to be picked so bad. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. It took a lot for Ben to say what he needed to say to Nicole. And each time Sam spoke, Ben picked up on his vibe. I wish that Jasmine and Nicole would have a talk, is what I said, because about Sam and the feelings that she got from this man when she was dating him. So Sam, straight away, when Ben comes in and asks him how his date was, and I was like, my dude, could you be more obvious? Could you really? Basically, Ben is saying, yeah, it was fine, you know, it was great, things were good. Sam didn't like to hear that in the slightest. Benaiah is basically saying that he's at a point where he wants Nicole and he does want to spend his future with her. So at this point, I was like, please pick this man. Please don't block your blessing and go for a man who is so superficial. He can't even see who the real him is in the freaking mirror if he slapped him in the ra's face. Let's just put it that way. Nicole is basically saying that she is emotionally exhausted and confused. She's still singing Sam's praises about how Sam has been consistent with her. And I'm like, what you need to do, my love, is talk to Jasmine and get another perspective on this, because you know Jasmine had dates with Sam, and you need to see what it was that she saw when she was talking to this man. I mean, because I don't know where Nicole's thinking is at the moment. I don't understand how she can hear all of that and still believe that Sam has been consistent with her, because Sam is trying too hard to get on the freaking show. Anyway, So Maria was talking about how she's really feeling Tom. I hope that she does get him. I do. I was gonna say I hope Maria does get Tom because I like Tash. Don't get me wrong. So you see Maria and Tom have a conversation, and when it comes about like marriage and roles and stuff like that, now Maria, what Tom had to take into consideration is Moroccan and also Muslim, so they may have a certain traditional way in which how a marriage is conducted. Even though she's a free thinker, free speaker, wears what she wants, does what she wants, she may fall back into those traditional roles in regards to marriage, and that's what Maria told him, that she doesn't mind taking on those roles. And basically Tom was quite silent and said as a forefront, well, I don't want a stay-at-home wife. That's not what Maria was saying, and that's what Maria explained to him. That's not what I'm saying at the end of the day. She's saying if I'm going to have the children, yeah, I would at least like to spend 1 or 2 years at home with them so I don't miss out on those little intricacies of them developing. That's what she's saying. She says she will still work, she will still do her thing, but she doesn't want to miss out on her children in those most crucial moments of their life as they're growing up. So Maria does ask him if he has other connections within the pods. Tom paused the longest. I thought Sagebush is gonna roll right through in a minute between them and it's gonna whistle as it goes, because that was the longest pause ever. I was like, dude, don't even think about lying, just admit to the truth. Yes, you have another connection somewhere else, which he did admit to. So basically Maria did tell him that he was her number one on the list. Tom basically said to her that he doesn't necessarily have a number one yet and isn't ready. I'm like, at this point, you've been talking to Tash and Maria long enough to know which one it is that you like more than ever. At the end of the day, you'd be at that point to know. So Jasmine and Bobby have their meet up, and Bobby actually ran to her, and they do like each other. And I'm gonna say that they look connected as well, especially when they kissed. They held each other, looked deep in each other's eyes. So it's and all the excitement that was there, like they couldn't wait to begin to live with each other. I'm just like, I mean, I know you should be optimistic, but we have seen a lot of how these usually turn out when we get this first instance of attraction, when they see each other, everything is going well, and then it goes to shit and to hell in a handbasket along the way. So I just really hope that it does work out, and I really hope that these people are truly wishing to find and seek a genuine connection with each other. So we see Freddie and Catherine meeting the pods, and basically Freddie has told Catherine that she's his number one. That's it, he ain't looking at nobody else, and he wasn't really throughout that. I will say it again that they have a better connection than what Catherine does with Ollie. I do like Freddie, I really do, and I hope it works for him, and I hope Catherine is genuine in her feelings for him. Freddie does tell Catherine that she loves him, and she does say it back, but it kind of didn't feel with, like, she said it back with any venom, with any essence at the end of the day. It didn't sound convincing. So all I'm going to say is Catherine better treat him right. Better treat him right, and hopefully Freddie won't turn out to be a dick, because yeah, I do like Freddie. I did hope that Ollie picked Demi and that he likes the look of her, because he doesn't appear to be a typical man that goes for a certain type of look or aesthetic at the end of the day. So you see Demi and Ollie have a talk, and basically Demi is saying that she has something to say to him. And basically she said that she wants that emotional connection with him, but she feels that there's something that she hasn't told him, that she's not been able to give her all to him in that sense. So basically she explains to him the fact that how she's always wanted a family, but it's potentially really going to be hard for her to conceive naturally because she has endometriosis. And I felt for her when she was explaining this at the end of the day, because she has feelings of being less than, in terms of not being a possibility of not being able to conceive naturally, and the difficulties that will come with endometriosis, especially around fertility. And this is why I say it's going to be a hard one to deal with, because he is going to have to be open to seeing her in different ways, completely different ways, in pain, feeling low, not really up to doing certain things. So he is literally going to see her go up and down, especially when it comes to like her periods and stuff like that. So Ali has to be prepared for that and be there for her when she needs him to be at the end of the day, because those types of things can ruin a relationship, especially if the man is not there on an emotional level, on a mental level, and just literally on a supportive level for your partner at the end of the day in terms of what they're going through. So Ali tells her basically that he believes that she's more than enough, and says that it doesn't change anything about how he feels about her. And Nicole says to Demi that she's amazing, and she needed to hear that. So I hope he means it. I really hope he means it. So Demi decides to hug the glass and gets Ollie to hug the glass too. Why does Ollie hug himself? You ain't meant to hug yourself. You're meant to literally get your hands on the glass and hug it, you damn fool. Anyway, so I just think Ollie and Demi are it for each other. That's it. End of. So at last, you see Jasmine have a chat with Nicole. And Nicole tells Jasmine about the situation with Benaiah and Sam. And Jasmine tells Nicole that she believes, especially with the dates that she's had with Sam, that Sam lacks depth. So Nicole said, but Sam has been telling me you are it for me. So Jasmine puts Sam on blast and says, yeah, he's been saying that to me from our second date. And I was like, yes, expose the man and make her realise that this man seriously is not taking this shit serious. So even with that information, all the information that this Nicole has got, even down to her own reservations at the beginning in regards to Sam and what he says, she didn't believe it. She didn't really believe it. I was like, yeah, it's end of days for Nicole, like seriously. There's no helping her. As the saying goes, if you're not here, you feel, and she's not hearing it, so she gonna feel it in the end. Let's just put it that way. So then we get to Tom and Tash. At first I thought Tom would pick Tash. That was my first inkling that he may pick her. I do like both of them, Maria and Tash. So whoever he picked, I was not fussed in that sense. But I think Tom already made his choice. He just doesn't want to hurt anybody. There was the instance, as I said at first, because Maria and the traditional role in terms of marriage and this, that and the other might have blown it by saying that to him. But at the end of the day, if he's not strong enough for man to hear something like that, then you know what? He's not the man for her at the end of the day, because what he's got to understand is that there's going to be a cultural element to it as well. So Maria and Tom basically have a chat, and he says that he loved the way she makes him feel and that they have this spark. Maria does tell him that he is it for her, so it's kind of hard. Tom really does feel their conversation, and I'm just like, who the hell is he going to choose right now? Because right now he's confusing me the way he keeps flip-flopping back and forth, and he needs to make a decision. Is it going to be Tasha? Is it going to be Maria? Because at the end of the day, you've come far enough to know who it is you want to be with, who it is you want to continue this journey with at the end of the day. So he's basically, Tom is in a juxtapose where he's saying he doesn't know what his feelings for Tasha represent and if it could actually be friendship. I was like, man, you need to make it quick. You need to make your decision, because the more you keep talking to them, you know Maria's already in it with you. Like, that's it for her. You're it for her. And the same with Tasha at the end of the day. So what he needs to understand is that these are two very human beings behind those walls. Yeah, you need to take their feelings into account. You need to stop stringing them on. They need to have a decision at the end of the day so they can move on from anything else coming from that. So Freddie has gone to ask Catherine to marry him. Freddie's gorgeous, and I do like Ben and Steve as well. I do like Ollie. I also like Demi. So Freddie was the most real with his words so far. Catherine does say yes. And again, I think Freddie is more invested than Catherine is. I think Catherine likes the idea of being married. But I don't know. She's not giving me a good vibe right now in regards to her and Freddie. So Ben says he's going to go for it with Nicole. And Nicole is basically, it shows you Nicole getting ready, saying that she's made her decision. She's saying that Sam has made her feel assured in terms of her future. And then you see Sam going to fight for it. So then you see Sam and Benaiah going to separate rooms, calling out Nicole's name. Nicole is not there yet, so Nicole is just walking through the corridor, getting to a door of who she is she's going to pick. Benaiah is basically there to basically say that he wants to propose to Nicole. I was like, oh my God, please walk into Benaiah's room. Please, the fuck, walk into Benaiah's room, because if you walk into the room with Sam, you are going to make the biggest mistake of your life. Like, seriously. My girl walked into Sam's room. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I couldn't deal. I really couldn't deal. I really couldn't. I was like, why would you go for the red flag? Why would you go for a man that has no substance over a man that does? I don't. Yeah. Nicole, yeah, not your finest hour in the slightest. So Nicole asks Sam, is he here for love, marriage, and the hope of meeting someone? Sam is like, yes, I'm not here for no other reasons. And that's how he's talking, you know. He's... I'm just like, yeah, I just can't. And he's there like, trust me. I want to make you so happy. And I'm like, Nicole, listen to the man. Seriously, go beyond the words. Go to the tone in how he's speaking. And literally put your red flag antenna up. He's not the one for you. Oh, so you see Benaiah sitting in the room by himself. And it's not looking good. She says she loves Sam. I was like, what? Wait, what? Wait, that please, no. So then Sam gets up and asks her to marry him. I was like, oh no. How could you get this so wrong, Nicole? How could you get this so wrong? She says yes, but straight after she says yes, it's like all the sense comes back in the room into Nicole's head. And she looks like she regrets saying yes instantly, like absolutely regrets it. Sam is so needy. In that moment in time, Sam is so needy and he's like, I think I love you too. You think? You think? Now Nicole is sitting in that seat like she doesn't really want it. It's like that man played you like a fiddle. You went against all the warning signs and still said yes to this man when you had a man that was literally on your wavelength. Literally on your wavelength. And you threw him to the wind. Saying you have more connection with Sam than you did with Benaiah. You mad? Jesus. So Benaiah sat there by himself, and I think he already knows, and he's got the feeling that, you know what, this ain't going to be hit for him. But he's basically wanting to let his feelings be known, but Nicole is going to destroy him. So Ben is there chatting, basically wanting to be there for her and every sincere in his words, you know, way different to how Sam delivers his words. This man is so sincere. And I'm like, at this point, Nicole, you need to stop Ben from talking any further and tell him you've accepted that man's engagement at the end of the day. Or say she will accept his and tell Sam she can't marry him. Either way, yeah, do you know what I mean? So even when Nicole starts talking to Benaiah, after he's flooded out himself, you know, to her, she still kind of talks to him like he's some type of friend and she didn't have that connection with him. And she said if she's honest with herself, she went with a man that gave her consistency and gave him her heart. Nicole basically says that she's trusting her gut. And I'm like, even after all the things you know about this man, all I'm gonna say is don't say you weren't warned, my girl. Don't say you weren't warned. Eh? Anyway, Benaiah ends up devastated. So they go back to the rooms. And I just thought, how much you want to bet that Sam will not like Nicole when he meets her? And the other reason why I don't like Sam is Benaiah comes into that room, heartbroken, you know. And then Sam decides, in his infinite wisdom, he's going to get up and start reenacting how the whole proposal went. Bearing in mind, this man was lying through his teeth in regards to what she was saying and him going down on one knee, because that man didn't move from the seat when he asked her. He didn't move. He didn't get on one knee. He didn't do nothing like that. And what he was saying, Nicole said, she didn't say nothing of the kind. So he was just putting that on for show for Benaiah at the end of the day. I was just like, yeah. Ben was right. And he still is right that Nicole is making the biggest mistake of her life. She's going to be sincerely hurt by the choice that she made. She went for flowery words, and Sam is not genuine at all. So you see Catherine and Freddie meet. I think it was the most awkward and genuine reaction ever, because they were both like nervous and awkward of each other, but it was a full-on genuine reaction, especially from Freddie's side. Freddie basically says that he feels like he's punching. I was like, nah, mate, no, my friend, you are not punching in the slightest. If anything, right now, you are on the same level. Freddie is beautiful, like fully beautiful. I couldn't get over how good looking this man is and how humble he is at the same time. Tasha wants Tom, Maria wants Tom, but then who will he pick? So at this point, Tom needs to stop playing the games now. So this episode kind of ends with Tasha and Tom having a conversation, and basically Tasha is letting her heart out, finishes, and Tom is kind of at a loss for words. And it ends on him saying to Tasha that he needs to be honest with her. I was like, here it goes. And that is where that episode ended. I'll be back in quick succession with the next episode. As I always ask, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification button so when you know I'm on and doing videos. Please comment, like, share, and do all the good things that you do. And I'll be back in quick succession with the next episode. Peace out, people.